St. Kitts and Nevis Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew said the St. Kitts Music Festival will be undergoing a review towards sustainability, but he was pleased with the 2024 festival. Prime Minister Drew spoke with news media covering the final night of the three-day festival held at the Warner Park Event Stadium, 29 June 2024. According to the Prime Minister, it is time to have a closer look at the future goals of the festival and to ensure its sustainability, hence an upcoming economic impact assessment.
We're going to do an economic impact study. An economic impact study is a structured way to determine the economic impact of any event, the financial spin-off, or however you want to be it, how much money is earned as a result. And that is a study that is done all the time, and that is a study that we are capable of carrying out. For example, we collect statistics at the airport, at the hotels. We know these things already. We can see how many people apply for different businesses and so forth around the time, permits and so forth. So we can collect that data, which would help us. So economic impact study is not beyond what St. Kitts and Nevis can do. We can do it and we will do it.
When interviewed recently on In Focus, a program of the government's St. Kitts Nevis Information Service, Minister of Tourism Marsha Henderson, on whose ministry falls the festival, indicated the imminent move towards the review.
We are actually looking at the model of the music festival this year. I've asked the team at the end of this festival. We started this year, earlier in the year. At the end of the festival, we're going to be looking at the model and see if we can be making changes. And when we consider those things, then we're going to look at ticket prices. But so the festival may not look the same next year in terms of the model, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and the formula. So we're looking at it. Of course, we have to do that because I see BVI just introduced a music festival as well. The festivals in the region, they have different models. And so for us to be able to compete, we have to look to see whether this model is in fact sustainable, where we have a number of acts every single night. One night alone, if you look at, and I can be transparent, if you look at the amounts we spend on the music festival, it's almost like $10 million. And so we need to see if this is sustainable when we consider, of course, the economic impact assessments and how we can continue to change the model to make sure that the festival is sustainable as well.
Meanwhile, Chief Executive Officer Ellison Tommy Thompson said the festival has had a significant economic spin-off during the tourism off-season. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
The opposition political parties on St. Kitts must work together if they are to have a chance of winning the next general election. So says political analyst Peter Wickham in an interview for news and current affairs program Newsline 360.
Frankly, I do not believe that PAM can win a government on its own in St. Kitts again. Probably in the future it can, but I think that in the short term, I don't believe it can because the role of People's Labour Party will act as a spoiler. Now, it's important that she's saying this is their position at this point in time, and it's a position that may evolve over time. If, however, her position is hard and fast that PAM is going into loan, I think that PAM will continue to suffer at the hands of the People's Labour Party. As long as the People's Labour Party can command enough support to be able to gain 1 or 2 seats, it makes it very difficult to win an election without them. My feeling is that, as was the case on the 2 previous occasions that PAM was in government in association with the NRP. Back in the 90s, they were in government in association with the PLP most recently and did very well. I would think that the logic politically would be to try to get back to a situation like that as quickly as possible. But of course, one has to respect Ms. Graybrooke's capacity and her knowledge of the situation on the ground far better than I do. If she has evidence to suggest that she can go it alone, then I wish her well. The reality, however, is that if I were asked to advise her, I would say to her, look, you need to get into bed with the PLP as quickly as possible. And you know what I said? You need to get into bed with the PLP and not get into bed with Timothy Harris, because if I suggested that, her being a lady and him being a gentleman, they may have a completely different interpretation.
But not only that though, but even from a politically speaking, that is something that People's Action Movement supporters don't want to hear because of what happened in Team Unity and how that, had a great collapse. and the relationship between the PLP and the PAM back in the coalition, I don't think any PAM supporter really wants that kind of union going forward.
Yeah, I mean, and I remember I had a conversation with one of your colleagues, Callistra, in another place, and I made similar suggestions, and I was wrongly chastised by members of PAM, both to my face and also behind my back.
In the interview, Mr. Wickham commented on the current state of affairs in politics in St. Kitts and Nevis, including the performance of the Dr. Terence Drew administration, the legacy of Sean Richards as former leader of the People's Action Movement, and the rise to leadership of Natasha Shani Gray as the new leader of the party. You can watch the interview with Mr. Wickham on TVC Channel 40 on the cable Tuesday night at 8 p.m. or on the Television Caribbean Facebook page and YouTube channel at the same time. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.
I love the cable because they really look out for different groups of people. I'm on the creative pack, and they provide services tailored and dedicated to people just like me.
Introducing St. Kitts and Nevis's newest TV channel, Television Caribbean, TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV. TVC promises to deliver the finest in television broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean, with some of the best local programs in news, sports, and entertainment. Join us for Insights, where we delve into the lives of our guests.
Let me see what happened if I put this to it. Big explosion, like, okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Or get in-depth analysis on Newsline 360. We have sports, entertainment, and inspiration. It's all here on TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV, on TelTV Cable Network in St. Martin, and on our website www.tvcplus.live. TVC Channel 40. See the difference.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune into Voice of the Caribbean Radio for great Caribbean programs, news, entertainment, sports, and current affairs. Wake up each morning and be inspired with One Day at a Time with Kim Huey. Stay abreast with news across the Caribbean and internationally with the Caribbean News Hour, and be entertained with shows like Reggaeville, Caribbean Classics, and Jive Music Show. Visit our website or listen us on TuneIn Radio. There is so much more on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check website for program schedule.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
I love the cable because they're real. What you see is what you get. No hidden agenda, no tricks, just real, honest communication.
Television Caribbean, TVC Channel 40, debuts its long-awaited television entertainment show this Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Main Event is the name of the show, hosted by Jacinta Teixeira, and will feature interviews of players in the entertainment fraternity, music videos, and special features. The first episode of Main Event will feature highlights of the just concluded St. Kitts Music Festival and backstage interviews with some of the artists on the lineup.
Hi, my name is Jacinthia, and I'm excited to bring you a new entertainment show called Main Event. I'm excited to bring to you all the excitement, from performances to music videos to conversations with some of the people who make it all happen. So we will be with you on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. on TVC Channel 40 for Main Event.
Main Event can also be seen online at www.tvcplus.live and the YouTube channel and Facebook page of Television Caribbean. I'm Andre Huey for SKN Newsline.
The The St. Kitts Music Festival has had economic impact that filtered into communities, said Ellison Tommy Thompson, who was performing his final official duty as the Chief Executive Officer of the St. Kitts Tourism Authority. CEO Thompson was responding to a media query on the economic influence of the 26-year-old festival when he spoke at the final press conference with artists who were slated to perform on the 29th June at the Warner Park Event Stadium. According to the tourism CEO, the non-statistical evidence suggests positive impact of the festival on the economy.
When you look at the fact that American has put on extra flights for people to come to St. Kitts for the music festival, all the flights have been full, all the regional flights have been full coming into St. Kitts, all the hotels are running the minimum of 75% occupancy and above. We haven't had any complaints from the taxi drivers, so obviously something is working. So what we like about the festival is the fact that the money then circulates throughout the economy. It doesn't just stay in the hotels or what have you. People are renting cars, they're going out for dinner before they come to the concert, they're taking the tours. So the benefits, the economic benefits from the music festival just flows throughout the whole community. So and that's part of what we do in tourism, trying to make sure that the wealth of tourism goes throughout the whole country. And I think we're very successful with that with this particular festival.
By the end of 2024, it is expected that an economic impact assessment would be completed that would help steer future decisions on the format of the event. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
I love the cable because they really look out for different groups of people. I'm on the creative pack, and they provide services tailored and dedicated to people just like me.
Introducing St. Kitts and Nevis's newest TV channel, Television Caribbean, TVC Channel 40, on the cable's Ultra TV. TVC promises to deliver the finest in television broadcasting in St. Kitts and Nevis and the Caribbean, with some of the best local programs in news, sports, and entertainment. Join us for Insights, where we delve into the lives of our guests.
Let me see what happens if I put this to it. Big explosion, like, okay, note to self, don't do that again.
Or get in-depth analysis on Newsline 360. We have sports, entertainment, and inspiration. It's all here on TVC Channel 40 on the cable's Ultra TV, on TelTV Cable Network in St. Martin, and on our website www.tvcplus.live. TVC Channel 40. See the difference.
Online radio has never been this great. It's Voice of the Caribbean Radio at voiceofthecaribbean.net. Tune into Voice of the Caribbean Radio for great Caribbean programs, news, entertainment, sports, and current affairs. Wake up each morning and be inspired with One Day at a Time with Kim Huey. Stay abreast with news across the Caribbean and internationally with the Caribbean News Hour, and be entertained with shows like Reggaeville, Caribbean Classics, and Jive Music Show. Visit our website or listen us on TuneIn Radio. There is so much more on Voice of the Caribbean Radio, reaching the Caribbean and beyond. Check website for program schedule.
The SKN Newsline website now offers you more news. Log on to www.sknnewsline.com for local, regional, and international news. You can also watch the latest newscast and keep abreast with news in sports, all from sknnewsline.com. That's www.sknnewsline.com. News at your fingertips.
I love the cable because they're real. What you see is what you get. No hidden agenda, no tricks, just real honest communication.
At Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design, we're thrilled to be your go-to print shop located in the heart of Bastille. From essential services like printing, copying, and laminating, to a diverse array of school supplies, arts and craft materials, and office essentials, we've got you covered. Don't fret, Digital Print Plus and Crafted by Design are here to stay and ready to be your trusted partners for all your printing and craft supply needs. Ready for a visit? Find us at the corner between Dillio and Princess Street. Just look for the vibrant pink and yellow building with white doors. We can't wait to welcome you to our creative taste.